nearly 40 years ago, I went to catering college to learn how to cook and how to be a hotel manager, neither of which I did. But while I was on this course, I met a woman called Anna, and at the tender age of 18, Anna moved to Australia, where she was going to spend a year, and nearly 40 years later, she's still there. I spent about 30 of those 40 years sending Anna a birthday card to reach her on the 20th of May with a note on the back of it saying, "Do not open until the 20th of May." And then about 10 years ago, she told me her birthday was on the 10th. And yet still, every 20th of May, I kind of think to myself, happy birthday, Anna. Which just goes to show what an old stick in the mud I am, and how difficult I can find it to learn new things. But in the last 18 months, I have learnt an enormous number of new things, and I've loved every minute of it. The weather today is being terribly British. It's May, and therefore it's not terribly warm, and it's windy and a bit rainy. And I suspect that it will carry on like this for months now, and that we'll have a gloriously wet summer and then a warm autumn, because that seems to be how it happens here. Oh, a little bit of housekeeping first. There may not be a vlog tomorrow because Mr. J and I are hoping to go out for the day if we can find someone to come and house sit and cat sit and look after all the ducks and chickens, and we're hoping that one of my friends will agree to do that, and I know that Jane's in the area, so so maybe Jane will come and spend the day here so that we can go out. Every year in July there is the Royal Welsh Show, which is a celebration of all things agriculture that lasts a week long, and it's the biggest show of its kind in the country. And this weekend is its sister show, which is the Spring Festival, which very much focuses on smaller farming and smallholders, which are homesteaders. And I'd really like to go to it, partly to see what it's like, and I know there won't be any poultry there because they've cancelled the poultry section following government guidelines, but loads of my friends are going, loads of people that I know via social media are going to it, and it would be lovely to meet up with some of them. That's tomorrow. Today it's a normal day here. Chickens and ducks are all doing fine. Mr. J's on his way back from work, and we're going to have a spot of lunch. This morning I had a nice surprise. Our tree surgeon arrived with his tractor and a trailer load of wood chippings and some firewood and an enormous tractor tyre for me. Now I wanted the tractor tyre because I want to make a raised bed out of it, so I was delighted to get that, and I'm always pleased to get the wood chippings, but the wood that he's bought us for us to store here and to season and dry out, which means that we can burn it on the log burners either this winter or next winter. Those are just a really generous gift, and I'm blown away every time he brings us wood. It's just such a sweet thing to do. And then this afternoon, a friend called Rachel is coming, and she hasn't been to our homestead before, so it's going to be lovely to be able to show her around, show her some photos of what it was like when we moved here, so she can see everything that we've done. Now she's watched our 100th vlog, which kind of shows the progress that we've made in the 18 months, but there's nothing quite like actually being there and having a look. This evening, just before the light completely fades, I'm going to try and get in the last of the dwarf borlotti beans There they are, growing really nicely now. Definitely time they were in the soil. And as always, Monty's here to help. Not necessarily much help, but he's some good company. He never argues, and he never expresses his opinion too loudly either. Well, that's it, they're in. It's almost 9 o'clock, or possibly just after, and I know that the light is going, so this isn't a very good image, but I'm very pleased to have got those in, and hopefully the very dry and prickly chopped rapeseed straw will stop the slugs, and I guess we'll find out in the morning.